All right. Can we hear? Can we hear? Yo, yo, yo. All right. I think I have fixed it. I do apologize for the small inconvenience. So, what is going on, everybody? What is going on? Hopefully, we are back and we're doing great. Anyway, what's up, Brian P? Like I said, I do want to apologize for the small inconvenience. It's been a while since I've been on. What's up, Fish Frank Phil, Jay Carey, Asa? All right, so obviously it's crazy. So you guys got the reflection and all this other stuff that's going on. Anyway, so I do want to talk. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I want to talk about aquarium controllers. Sorry, I'm camera's here, but I'm looking at the chat as well. I want to talk about aquarium controllers, and they're going Miss Jamie Lynn, my beautiful wife. So, Naked Dog Reefer, DTX Flex in the house. What is up? What is up? So, first off, before we get into aquarium controllers and the things that I would like to ask you when it comes to aquarium controllers, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day. I'm a little late to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. I do apologize. I had a video for the day yesterday, but it got all screwed up, went upload, wouldn't do anything, and yeah, I went to bed. Also, I want to say I want the community to know how appreciative that we are and our family, that the love and support that we got from my wife making a video and talking to you guys about what's going on with her. That was a big thing to do. That was probably the most uncomfortable thing a person can do. It's a very somewhat of a private situation, and she wanted you guys to all know what's going on. I want to say thank you all for all the love and support. We had tons of people reaching out privately, not so privately, the whole 9 yards with that. And just want to say thank you all. To be quite honest, you don't really know how good of a community you have or how good of a support system you have. Unfortunately, sometimes until bad stuff happens. I wanted to make a video and talk to you guys about it prior to me knowing she was going to just do that. And to be quite honestly, it was too hard for me. I broke down, and I broke down several times over the news. For obvious reasons, it's nothing to play with. There's a lot of women have lost their lives behind this stuff. There's a lot of women that have got through it. And one thing I can say is it's different for everybody. Just like these tanks we talk about. Some people can go and be successful, and some people struggle and crash and burn. Unfortunately, it's just, it's an unfortunate thing, but I do want to just tell you guys that I appreciate all the love and support we got and have been getting, and it's definitely one of those things that we're just grateful for to see you guys. So you guys are like family. Also, my wife will probably be doing more videos on stuff or just making videos talking about her journey with all this. It's something that she wants to do. She's also bought a diary and a journal book, should I say, to document her journey with all this. She did go today to let you guys all know that she had a biopsy done on her right breast, where they think is the source of where the cancer broke off and ended up into her lymph nodes, basically metastasized. So she does have to have a couple more things done. She has more biopsies to go. She has a brain scan and bone scan. One thing that is a great news, I guess, she was genetically tested for the BRCA gene and other cancer-causing genes, and she was negative. So this is something, it does not run that we know of in the family. And as the doctor said, it is just a fluke that something caused her to end up with it. So they also advised us that when our daughter turns by the age of 25, my wife is only 34, and they want your children that are females, when this happened, to start getting mammograms 10 years earlier from the diagnosis of the mother. So they said basically when my daughter turns 25 that she should start her mammograms at that time. But the BRCA genes is, for some of you that may or may not know, females that might come in here would probably know more. It's basically something that's passed down. It's genetics. So we don't have to worry about that as much. But just because Jamie ended up with this, it's just advised that you make sure your children, those that are females, know to start their process of early detections. So, with that being said, it's been a roller coaster ride already for us. There are people wanting to do certain things, and we'll get to that at a later date as we know a little bit more on what's going on. But the wife will be ended up in chemotherapy. The possibility she's going to lose, we know of right now, her right breast, maybe the left one. There's two things that are over there that is suspicious and on the left breast and also in her left armpit lymph nodes. There are two more lymph nodes that are in her right that has to be surgically removed as well. They took the biggest one that was 6 centimeters in diameter. So that was pretty damn big. Needless to say. So there's a lot that's going to be going on. My wife is informed me that I will continue to make videos and I will continue to be part of the reefer community, and I will continue to do what it is I'm doing. And those are her rules. So she wants to make sure that I stay busy and maybe sometimes record her going to her doctor visits and stuff like that and all that stuff. Yeah. So, hello, everyone. And just thought I would throw that out there. I really don't know what else to say. That is pretty much what we got going on. As far as me, tomorrow will be 2 weeks. And I am, needless to say, had my surgery, my hernia surgery. I'm 2 weeks in of recovering. I am still going to the gym, really doing baby stuff. So we got that. I also had my right bundle branch block heart stuff that I got going on. And I had a stress done where basically hook you up to all these wires and stuff, put you on a treadmill, and get your heart going to a very high level, as high as that you can withstand, or they feel that it's good enough. So I was on the treadmill for about 15 minutes, incline of like 12 or 15, somewhere in there, and running. and starts her off with a brisk walk. And then they have an IV in my hand and shoot a contrast. So they're using ultrasound and stuff like that, taking pictures, getting the size of my chamber, watching the blood flow and pump through the chambers and all that. So needless to say, that was very stressful. Got me up to 169. I ain't been that high. I couldn't tell you. Maybe when I was a kid or something. But yeah, they pushed me very hard and said that my heart left side is thickened, but that is very normal for an athletic person, even though you guys never knew I was that athletic. But, you know, I was very athletic, and I've always been a competitor and powerlifting and stuff like that as well, along with wrestling and stuff like that. So basically, they said that was complete normal. I had a trace of regurgitation in the heart, just a trace of, I guess, when the heart pumps, that a little bit comes back, but it was a trace of it. Needless to say, they gave me the clear all good, that I'm all good. The bundle branch they're not worried about, but I am as fit as expected for my age. So that's a lot, right? So I decided to do a live stream because of the whole video and stuff and get in here and chat. Carrie, thank you so much. Prayers are up. Abundance for Jamie. What's up, Rico? Well, you just heard it, Carrie. We have a lot. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. We do greatly appreciate that. But anyway, let's get to what's up, RC Reefer. Let's get to Aquarium Controllers. I do apologize for you guys that are walking in. Obviously, I do want to keep you guys up to date at what's going on with us. Also, to continue the things when it comes to this hobby, as far as what I'm doing with this system. So real quick, before I get into the whole Aquarium Controllers, I did tear down the little system that was next to here. I'll show you guys later, whatever, and make it more of an appropriate video, I guess. Or maybe just to get on live streams when I can. And sometimes it just helps to do this and answer questions. But I have a new water box tank over here set up, getting ready to add water and all that. And we are going to be putting a controller on here. As you guys can see, I have my Bashi auto top off. I have a 35 sitting here, which is right now being used to fill the tank. So I'm going to be taking that off, cleaning all this up. The light that I used to have over in that tank, I am repurposing it right here. That is the Kessel 360. And I'm going to be probably making a frag holding place here in the sump area. I don't know if I'm going to be using a protein skimmer or not on the system yet. I thought about it. Then I thought maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I still will. I don't know yet. So maybe we'll go with something else. Maybe a scrubber or something. I don't know. But either way, there's a light there. I did hook that up. Have that. We have the Kessel 8500s. Obviously, tank. I did end up putting the damsels in the main display. It's 180 gallons, plenty of room, far as aggression or anything like that. I don't really see myself packing this tank full of fish. This round, more of a lot of coral and maybe smaller fish. So, and cleanup crew. All right. With that being said, though, what aquarium controller is out there? And I guess I want you guys to think about this and answer the question either at a later date in the comments for people that are going to see this video. So we have two types of aquarium controllers. We do have what? The Apex. Neptune Apex is obviously going to be going on this. I love Neptune Apex. I love the Apex system. I've been running Apex for many years now, right? Why? Because I'm very comfortable with it. Does that mean that other aquarium controllers out there can't get the job done? That's why we have the hydros. I was supposed to put this on the other aquarium, and obviously I got a lot on my plate. Prior to my wife and all that, I got news that my mother already had hip surgery. She's battled cancer herself, had all her reproduction organs taken out, ended up having recently hip replacement, needs a second hip replacement. And this is all recent. This is before Jamie. So as we were down south for the winter doing traveling, my wife's a traveling nurse now. Um, well, now she's not. We're home now, obviously. Unfortunately, we're home. We came home obviously early. Um, but also my mother's on a oxygen machine at the house and needs a lung transplant. So if you guys wonder where I'm at or what I'm doing, it's not that I'm leaving the hobby. I'm here, as you guys can see. I just have a lot that I'm dealing with on my plate with everything. Myself, my mother, my wife. Also, we have 3 young kids. Trying to get them to understand exactly what's going on is not the easiest. So I mean, with that being said, I don't think I really need to say much else of where's all the videos or why you're not doing live streams all the time or this or that. Uh, this is reality. I mean, I have a real life and real life things happen. And unfortunately, it's a lot. Like I said, I might be a tough son of a gun and I might whatever, but it's my life and you break down. So back to it. I don't understand why some of these things happen or happen all at once. I don't know if it's a test. I don't know if it's to break you. I don't know if it's to make you throw your hands up and say screw life. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm here. I'm trying to work through it. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to just live, and deal with everything that's being thrown at me, which is not very easy at all. So, with that being said, Aquarium Controller and, the Apex, and we have the Hydro. The Hydro is going to be going on the new Waterbox aquarium, desktop aquarium that I'm going to show you. We're going to put this thing to use. The reason why I want to talk about this and bring these aquarium controllers up, the Apex and the Hydros, is because there's so much out there. People want, oh, I don't want Apex. I want Hydro, or Hydro is better than Apex, or Apex is better than Hydro. I mean, here's the thing. I believe both of these products are going to do what you need them to do. I think the individual has to, instead of letting it be a fight or a smack talk about another product, either because you're disgruntled about the product due to a bad, maybe a bad business with them or something they did you didn't like or whatever. Is it really the equipment's fault or is it just a personal agenda on whatever? Is it a price thing? And that's another thing. Is it a budget thing? This is why I'm bringing it up. I would like to see people's comments for other people to be able to read. It's no different than going to the store, buying something, and leaving a review. Or you want to buy something, so you go and look at the reviews. And I would like people to take their personal feelings out of it. If you had Apex and you have Hydro, I want to know, what do you like about both? Like, there's some people out here that actually have both. I'm going to be running both because I'm somewhat biased, in a way, because all I've ran was Apex. People say, Rico, what about Hydro? Well, I never ran it. So what answer can I really give you if I haven't used that product? There's not a real answer I can give you. and be honest and sleep, close both eyes and sleep comfortable at night. I mean, I have to be very transparent. I feel like I should be transparent. I am on social media. I think people do take advice from people that are on social media that are considered influencers and all this stuff. So therefore, I want to use the product before I start getting into my opinions on it. I can give you my opinion on Apex, and I think it's very reliable, and I never had a problem with it. Um, you know, and that's to be honest. Screw the price point. It's you get what you want. Now, if it's a budget thing or a price point thing, and you feel that Hydros is cheaper over Apex, then do what you do, and that's okay. You have a controller that controls things that you need. Maybe you don't need what Apex offers. Maybe you don't need all the things. Um, you know, maybe you just need what Hydros offers. Maybe you don't want to have a whole bunch going on, so you want to do a smaller controller. I don't see a problem in that, and that's why I'm going to be running it so I could see what it's like to run Hydro over Apex. Period, and be able to have a little bit more insight to be able to talk to you about it and give my opinion on how I feel about it. Now, you guys got to remember, when you guys get opinions or opinion of others about a product, that doesn't mean that you should solely base that opinion. Well, Rico said it was this, or Rico said it was junk, or Rico didn't like it because X, Y, and Z. But maybe it just didn't fit my agenda or what I needed it to do. So I'm just using me as an example. But what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to anybody that's showing a product, and I know it's very hard because there's certain people that like certain people for their qualities on social media. People might like me just because I'm really real with it and just tell it like it is. That's okay, but that's also danger too, because I have to be more aware of what I'm saying and how I'm saying and how I'm coming across, because people really take what I do and what I say very seriously and implement it on their own system. And not that that's a bad thing, but also they have to understand the reasons why I do what I do for my system. Okay. And just because I do what I do for my system doesn't mean that you have to do everything that I do. And, maybe it's a money issue and you can't, or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's just something that you don't need at all, but you just want a little bit of control. So, um, you know, I want people to still do things that they want to do, not so much and necessarily follow everything that I do. Um, so I want to hear your guys' comments when it comes to maybe the reasons why you chose Apex over Hydro, or Hydros over Apex, or why you maybe running both on two separate systems. I think social media has especially when you have a great platform with people that follow you. And because they're following you and there's a lot of followers there, uh, that are going to give their 2 cents or their advice, I think it's very important that you guys engage and, say how you feel, when it comes to these kind of questions. So other people can see and then base a decision off of some of those things. But also remember, when you are talking about a product, but remember to be very detailed in why you may like something or why you may not like something. I think that's very important. And if you did have a bad experience with, I don't know, customer service, you can mention it, but also make sure that it's not affecting the product. You get what I'm saying? Like, just because customer service may have sucked doesn't mean that the product is a bad product at all. So I want you guys to keep that in mind when we do some of this stuff. And there's lots of other stuff that I would like to talk about and get into. And I got way more videos of people I visited late last summer, uh, still to get out. So I got lots of content, lots of videos to get out. So I kind of just wanted to get on here and kind of share and thank everybody that has been very supportive on what's going on with the wife. Like I said, my wife is going to have probably lots of reconstructive surgery, all kinds of stuff. Obviously, chemo is not a great thing. There's going to be a lot of downtime, sick, losing hair, the whole 9 yards. So we're not here to hide anything. We're here to be very transparent, even though it's a very kind of personal matter and all that. But my wife wants to really share and keep you guys there. She feels like you guys are family. You guys have been supporting this channel for a very long time, and I totally agree. I could not disagree with her on that. So, real quick, do you guys have any questions or anything about anything? I will love to take a couple before I go grab something to eat. Cannot comment on hydro. Apex is great for technically short bust. Is probably the easiest controller to dip into. GHL, several science people struggle. Yes, I that's another one. GHL, I don't even know. Like for me personally, I can't knock GHL. But I haven't really heard any really good things. Does that mean that I should stay away? Does that mean it's one of those things that it seems like the bad outweigh the good. If you guys disagree, have ran GHL, please, correct me on that if I'm wrong. RC Reefer, I feel like all controllers need to go down in price. Apex before should have made a way to have every pump, etc., work with it. There you go. I'm pretty sure my Apex power supply module went. Comment 10 problem pending. I can do it myself. So GHL is strong, but it is actually closer to lab equipment. So that can be very, very hurtful for anybody that's not really tech savvy. I'm not. I'll be 110% honest with you. You guys know that. Apex is definitely capable. Triton is a good godsend. Triton is a godsend. Lots of great accessories, but definitely at a serious cost. And that's another thing. And I can understand when people, I think the main thing is cost with a lot of stuff. And outside of cost, though, I'd like to see what people like, how you truly feel about these products, Hydros and Apex. For those that have either one or both, I'm sure people are going to stumble across this video and as well. Anyway, stop being able to turn switches on and off. And Rico, my wife and I have been through this in 2020. Support for each other is a key. Definitely support. I didn't marry my wife for her breast or her hair or anything. I married her for her, and for better or worse, to death do us part. And I think, if I'm being honest with you all, I think when a person, especially a female, has to go through something like this, and they're potentially going to lose their breasts, even though nowadays the reconstruction is crazy. Crazy good, that is. They don't know what's going to happen. It's not guaranteed that, people, whatever, make it through all that. Each individual is different. But I also believe that they lose a sense of themselves as being a woman and become a little insecure, which um, I can understand that because a woman's breast is something sacred to them. It's what makes them women, and it makes them feel like a woman. And you know, um, I know how my wife is. She's very fond of her breast, and you know, and I do feel that it's an emotional thing. I think they feel insecure or will be feeling insecure or wondering will their significant other look at them the same or will they leave them or these are serious things that I'm sure that runs through uh, any person that has to go through this mind, especially as a woman. Me personally, if I had testicular cancer in my nuts, to be honest with you, you can take them, cut them off. You tried to kill me. At the end of the day, you tried to kill me. You're gone. I don't need my balls. And that's how I feel. And if somebody, chose the left because I had no balls anymore, well, then so be it. But now that's going to be a problem, Harkins. Yeah. So yeah, that's a whole nother story, buddy. Um, So I don't know. I just feel like yeah, that's a whole we're in for a nice ride on this one, Hawkins. So um we were under my wife's stuff. So when my wife chose to take whatever, we were shopping for insurance and when this happened. So when you go PRN, you have a certain amount of hours that you have to work to keep your insurance. Okay. Um, and we were in another state, so therefore traveling. So therefore, she to keep her PRN, she had to work 26 hours every 6 weeks. Uh, so we did a lot of back and forth. Now the new truck I got 20,000 miles on it just because of coming back and forth. It was 1,000 mile trip back, forth. All right, one way, whatever, and back. It's like whatever. So just to keep her union job here. Um, so that's all she could do because she was working so many hours, 4 days a week there, and that wasn't block scheduling. And I know this probably don't make sense to other people, but anybody in the nursing field or knows what block scheduling is. Uh, it's where you pick and choose, but because you are a contractor from another to help with the demic and all this other stuff, because of the shortage of nurses, you're filling in wherever they need you. So very hard to get back. So when the time we could get back, it was literally get back. She goes to work the next day. She gets off, and we're back in the truck driving back down to South Carolina. So yeah, Harkins. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm sure we'll be blessed and figured all that out. Very expensive, very everything, reconstruction, the whole 9 yards. You name it, it's whatever. Um, it is what it is, you know. But how do you put a cost on life and health? I mean, at the end of the day, this is. I don't really want to get into it because it's just like one of the only countries that ain't under one world healthcare. Like, I mean, Costa Rica has it, Canada has it. It's just whatever. But anyway, uh, it is what it is. Anyway, I love the Apex, but want to try different brands eventually. I hope insurance. Yeah, well, we act that. That's the last thing. Anyway, But yeah, I don't want to take up a lot of you guys' time. I don't want to really sit here. I did want to just kind of come in, give you some food for thought, talk to you all about what aquarium controllers do you have and the reason why you bought what you bought or why you chose what you chose for other people to be able to see that. Now, I know that people are going to see this live stream and the chats in there. So when this ends, whatever, if you guys want to actually be very detailed in the chat to tell people what you have and the reason why you chose that that particular controller would be awesome and great so other people can get a good feel. Now if it's something that because of you went somewhere else or not messing with something because you had a bad experience with customer service or something. I mean, not that you can't talk about that, you can, because obviously that's how you feel. But we like to know how you really feel about the controllers and the reasons why you chose it in the first place. Outside of anything, whatever, let's just try to keep the controllers in house. What do you think about Apex? What do you think about Hydros? Why you chose what you chose for your system? So once again, I just want to say thanks. I'm sorry I can't stay here for a full hour. The wife is actually waiting on me. She wants to go grab some food. We had a long day. She just had a biopsy done today in her right breast. If you guys are now coming in wondering, we've been at the hospital for quite some time today and all kinds of stuff with other stuff. And yeah, so with that being said, I do appreciate you all. And thank you all for being very supportive. And I will catch you guys later. All right. So, like to see these comments for other people. Once again, recap what controller did you buy and the reason you bought it, whether it's APEC or Hydros or even GHL. I don't know if anybody has GHL. I don't know anybody that has it. But if you do, I'd like to hear your comment as well. So, till next time, guys, I will catch you guys later. Peace out.